You know, during this time where I've been making these videos every single day, I've told a lot of stories. A lot of the stories, well, they lead to a certain point. Some of them, I think, lead to good points, like the one I did, telling people that you need to find ways to relieve stress. Every once in a while, you tell a story that doesn't necessarily make you look good. It's the truth. It doesn't make you look good, but there's still a lesson to be learned in there. And you know what? I know that the majority of the folks I'm talking to pretty much already have this set in their lives, but there's going to be some people who may be thinking about different things regarding this story, and I'm still going to make my point. How's that for a preamble? So here's the deal. I used to be pill phobic. I didn't learn how to take pills until I was in my 40s. That sounds really strange to a lot of people, but I didn't. When I was a kid, I had allergies. Actually, I still have allergies now, and I don't take anything for the allergies. But when I was a kid, my parents took me to the doctor. They gave me these pills. I wouldn't take them. So my parents thought, well, okay, we'll be slick. And they would open up the capsules in pudding and give it to me. But I would taste it, and then I wouldn't eat the pudding. I hated taking pills. I hated shots. I hated all of that kind of thing. I used to play a lot of sports. I've talked about that in the past. I played a lot of sports and I was pretty good. But I came home quite often in pain. And you know what I did? Pretty much nothing. I did use some Bengay, and I don't know if that stuff actually worked, but my thought was, okay, the heat makes me think that it's doing something until the heat goes away and you got to put more on there. So, that was pretty much it. I never really took any pills. I just wouldn't do it. And needles? Oh my God. I was scared to give blood. I hated shots, like most people. So I suffered a lot. But I also had a pretty high tolerance for pain. When I was about 30 years old, I messed up some discs in my back. I'm not even going to tell you how I did it. My heart was in the right place, but my body was not. And I was in serious back pain for about 12 years. And I never took any painkillers for it. I just didn't. I fought through the pain. I fought through the pain on my knees. I fought through the pain in my hands. I've always basically just fought through the pain. Then I became diabetic. 1997, I'm diagnosed as diabetic. Initially, I'm trying to do it by diet and exercise. The diet part, I didn't do so bad. The exercise thing, because I hated exercise. Most people hate exercise. You just tell it as a fact. Most of us don't do it. These days, I at least walk a lot, and I've lost my weight, and I've lost my haunches, and I've lost my behind. Ain't lost as much stomach as I'd like to, but I've lost some. But most of us don't exercise. And you have to do this kind of combination when you're diabetic of both exercise and diet to keep the numbers low. Still, what happens is at a certain point for a lot of us, you can't stop. I mean, there's just nothing you can do. You can exercise all you want to. You can eat, better, but you're going to need help. So about 2004 or 2005, I don't remember exactly which one of those, I had to start taking medication for my diabetes. And it was a pill, and I had to take it twice a day. Thing is, I didn't know how to take pills. Like I said, I didn't know how to swallow. And so my wife basically had to teach me in my 40s how to swallow pills. Lots of water. Now I'm an old hat at it. I can take pills in a moment's notice. I now take pain pills. And you know what? I wish I had thought about trying to take some of that stuff when I was younger, because even though it doesn't overcome everything, it overcomes a lot. And it's possible that I put myself through a heck of a lot of trouble, basically manning up and not taking any pills. Now I take the one diabetic pill. I take a pill for high cholesterol that I don't have, that I fought, but it took 3 doctors to convince me to start taking it. Maybe I'll talk about that a different time. But right now, I'll just say it took 3 doctors to convince me to start taking the cholesterol pills, even though I didn't have high cholesterol. I give myself an injection twice a day of insulin. I started that in 2007, so we're right now at about 10 and a half years that I've been taking insulin. And I've had to juggle here and there occasionally because some of it I turned out to be allergic to and some of it didn't work. It's interesting. All insulin is not the same. And I guess I'm saying that to follow up on something that my friend Bev did years ago that I also did somewhere else along the line. When you need to take something for your pain or for your illnesses or whatever, take the stuff within reason. For instance, back in 2006, I had a hernia operation, and they gave me something with hydrocodone or hydrocodone. I don't even know how you say the thing. And I knew that that was kind of an addictive drug. I didn't know how much of it was in these pills that they gave me for pain, but you know what? I only took 2 pills the day of the surgery, and then I took no more pills whatsoever. I didn't even take ibuprofen at the time because 1, I didn't want to get hooked on the hydrocodone, and 2, I really wanted to just let my body work its way through this pain. And it was really a mess for 2 days. I'm not even going to lie. It was a mess for a couple of days. Then it started easing off some, and I had some other issues that I had to deal with as I was recovering. But I did it. There's a lot of people these days who are taking these opioids. I don't even know how you say that. But they're taking these things and they're getting hooked on it. And we've lost some people. We lost Prince. We lost Tom Petty. We're losing a lot of other people because they get hooked on these things. They don't know they're getting hooked on it, but they do. So if someone gives you something that you know might be addictive, you know what? Be a little cautious with that. But there's other things. Take your ibuprofen. Take your acetaminophen. Take aspirin, but within reason, because aspirin is a blood thinner, and sometimes you're going to have trouble with that. That's pretty much what I have to say. There's nothing wrong with being cautious with taking certain medications or supplements, but take them if you need them. That's what I got today. Hope y'all are having a wonderful week. I'll talk to you next time.